So we are on episode number 5 of the Stone Plank and Twine series. And yes, I did just gift myself the Phoenix Fox. I have now got Phoenix Fox on all of my accounts, and what would be a River Fox account without a Phoenix Fox skin? Before we get into the actual gameplays, we are on day number 28 now of our logins, and I have finally managed to get myself some decent llamas. We did get a lot of free llamas recently, and I have managed to at least get some nice legendary schematics out of it. Not that I'm going to be crafting any schematics on this account, but if in the future I do need them, at least I have got some form of traps on it. But better than that, far better than that, I have now finally got myself the Zenon bow on this account as well, which means I have now got Zenon bow on all of my accounts as well. And if you don't know, Zenon bow, in my opinion, is the best bow in the game. No arguments, not taking anything, nope, it is definitely the best bow, and I am glad to have it for the future. All I need is just a couple out of some chests that I can actually use on this account, and it would be absolutely awesome. But we do have the Zenon bow at least, and I've got a couple of more heroes that I can use in my loadouts, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we can start actually doing a little bit of damage now. Because our next mission that we have got is our home base storm shield defense number 5. I built it all up, I've defended it, the last wave is here, and it's been pretty straightforward and easy. Don't forget though, if you do want any builds for SSDs, I'm not going through them in this series. I've done them many times. I've got plenty of AFK builds, ninja builds, constructor builds, whatever builds you want for your SSDs, I've probably done them. So do check out, there will be links in the description for those if you want them. But that was our SSD number 5. That is done and finished, and our next mission is recruit training.
It has become incredibly easy.
Now, with the recruit training quest, we need to eliminate 20 husks with a melee, ranged weapon, and traps. Now, it should be pretty straightforward for pretty much everyone to be able to complete this mission. You can do it in whichever mission type you like. Now, there are always special events and seasonal events that come out at the same time, so there's always plenty of extra things to be finding around the map as you're going, as well as rescuing a little survivor and having some nice rewards from it. Nice job. But we've still got the Valentine event out at the moment, so that's keeping me busy finding additional things so I can try and get my Stoneheart Farah, which will go with the bow that I've got. But we do need to get rid of some of these husks, because we do need to do some husk bashing for our quest. So let's try and get this encampment sorted out. I'm going to do the melee kills first of all. Hopefully we can get rid of these relatively easy, although they're not the best of weapons as they are whatever I found from chests. So it is not going to do as much damage as if you had your own schematics that you were crafting, but they will do the job just fine for me. Now, another thing you do have as well is you do have your hoverboard parts that you're going to need to find as you are going along as well. And as soon as I can get that, then at least I'll be able to get around the map a whole lot quicker. Ooh. So let's get that out of the way. Cool. So this mission that I've come into, it is a build the radar tower mission. So I'm going to need to get some towers built. Otherwise, none of this is actually going to count anyway. Now, the good thing with building the radar missions is they are pretty short missions. They're only about 15 minutes long, I think. And as long as you do build 3 radar towers, then you can pretty much spend the rest of your mission just looking for your objectives or farming or getting whatever materials that you want to do. So I always do like to do these shorter missions, especially for videos like this anyway, is because it gives me much more time to be able to go and look for quests and complete side quests and do everything else I need to do. But the only downside with these blimmin' radar towers is you are forever ever hounded by these husks that constantly want to come past and destroy your builds. Don't they have any respect that I am busy? And these blimmin' love lobbers are the single most annoying husks in the entire game. I absolutely detest these people.
I just want you to know I hate you.
But once you have got your 3 radar towers done, then you can just go off, do whatever you want to do. So I've got my melee eliminations done, I've got my ranged weapon eliminations done. The only thing left now is my trap eliminations. Now, if you are in a defense-based mission, then you could get all 3 of your elimination quests done in the one fell swoop. You can just have your trap eliminations, your ranged and your melee all done with the defense at the end. Now, because I'm in a radar tower, then I'm going to make use of this encampment. And what you can do in this instance, if you build some traps up, just a couple, pretty close but not too close to the encampment, because if you go too close then they're going to get destroyed. But as long as you build some up relatively close to it, you can go and set off the encampment, get it active. The husks are going to come for you, make them walk through your traps, job done. If you run out of husks, then just reset the encampment and you can complete them that way. But don't do what I did. Don't get all cocky thinking you've completed your quest. Go off and farm for the next 4 minutes and then realize at the end of the mission you've still got a couple of eliminations to go. But if I hadn't have told you, you wouldn't have known any different, because I did go into a second mission and I waited until the last final 4 minutes before I got my final few eliminations. So you would never have known the difference if I hadn't have told you that I screwed up.
You blew it! You had it all and you blew it!
But yeah, the quest is now finally done. I have got all of my melee, ranged and trap eliminations. And just as the mission was ending, karma came back to bite me. Now, next mission, hopefully going to be a bit better. I'm not going to screw up this time, but next mission we have is supply run, where we need to recover 4 supply crates in successful missions and complete 2 missions in a 15+ zone. Now, this Stone Plank and Twine series is kind of a speedrun series. You probably noticed that by now. That I'm just giving you little snippets of each quest as I'm going along and any fun and interesting and stupid things that I do. If you do want to see any of the actual full quests and how to complete individual quests, then don't forget there's links in the description that will help you out. If you could drop me a like, it will be very much appreciated, and any comments I will try and respond to as much as I can. But we're looking for these supply crates. They're pretty much dotted here, there and everywhere. It doesn't matter what mission or zone or area that you go into, you'll pretty much find them anywhere. If, like me, you are as well completing your Valentine quests or your Blockbuster or whatever other special event quest you have at the moment, then you may be finding those as you're going around as well. So don't worry too much. You just look for any exclamation mark on your screen and you'll pretty much find these. So I mean, this is a really straightforward mission. I'm not going to go into this too much on this video. Check out the links in the description. They'll show you how to complete it. Horrors from the Mist is where you need to collect Mist Monster data in a 15+ zone. Now, Mist Monsters can come in very many forms. You have blasters, you have smashers, you have takers, and you have flingers. Now, I've been playing this game for pretty much 4 years, and for the life of me, I can't remember whether you're going to see all of those different types in this early on stage in Stonewood or not, because I'm pretty forgetful, as most of you will probably know. Now, what was I saying? Oh yeah, back to our How to Build Lego 101 tutorial.
Great. I think I got it, but just in case, tell me the whole thing again. I wasn't listening.
But anyway, for this mission, when I come in to look for my Mist Monsters, the only form of Mist Monsters that I did manage to find were takers, and takers can be one of the scariest husks in this game. They can pretty much one-shot you, even in early levels, late levels, wherever you are playing. You get charged at from the air by a taker, and it can be a scary-ass thing. So, if you've got a really good weapon and you can get them from a distance, it will be so much easier for you to complete. But yeah, you need to get these mist monsters in the missions, and you can find... you can find takers in almost any mission zone you go into. You can find, supposedly, smashers in pretty much any mission that you go into, although I didn't find a single one. Blasters, again, you can find in almost every mission, didn't find a single one. Now, with the flingers, you pretty much only will find them in missions where you're going to have a defense. So things like ride the lightning, evacuate the shelter, fight the storm, things like those. Now, when you're in any of your other mission types as well, though, you will get the supply drone that's going to drop down sometimes during your missions. You may be able to find some flingers in those as well. So do keep those in mind. But yeah, they're pretty straightforward to do. You just kill them and get the data and job done. So yeah, that is that mission. So let's move on to our next one. Now, just before we do get into our next quest, it is a brand new day for me, and we've got some pretty decent llamas in here today. And one of the main things that I do need for this account, which I can actually use, is survivors, which I've got a couple of there, so we're going to grab them quick. Now, also I got some of the event tickets as well here, the Lunar Llamas, so let's get those. We've now got a Whirlwind Scorch, which we'll be able to add in, hopefully, to our Dragon Scorch loadout at some point. Hopefully that will help us out in there. But pretty much the rest of that is trash, so we get rid of all of those. Can't really afford anything from the event store just yet. So let's get on to our next quest. Now that is Up in Arms, and we need to collect machine parts in a 15+ industrial zone. When I first come into this mission, I was fortunate enough to find one of our machine parts pretty much straight away. And then I spent majority of the rest of the mission trying to find the rest. I did find a brilliant factory building which did have a whole load of them in there. And I thought it was going to be one of those annoying missions that was going to leave me with just one left to get, and I could not find them anywhere. And then luckily, thank the FORNITE gods, they did give me another factory which did have a load more in there as well. So got all of those done and finished. So as this is the last mission for this video, I thought we would go in and do a defense-based mission. I haven't done very many of these on this series, mainly because I'm doing the no crafting challenge. The only way I can get weapons and traps is through chests and looting around the world, and it is hard work, I have to say. So I don't tend to do too many of the actual defense-based missions. I'm trying to save all of my resources and everything that I do farm so I can use them on my SSDs and launch a rocket, which is coming up. But I thought, why not get in and do a defense mission today? Now, I didn't place down very many traps at all, literally because I have absolute crap at the moment. But I did put in 2 defenders just to help me out a little bit. And yeah, it was straightforward. It was a pretty awesome spot for the defense to be in. There was only really 2 sides of a building that they could come around. They could either take the short route, which was where I was, or the really long route, which the occasional one did. And majority of them just headed straight towards me and the defense. So yeah, we got that done really, really easy. So that is another mission completed. Next up is going to be triangulating a circle, but that will be for another video. I do hope you are enjoying this series. It is a whole load of fun, although a lot of hard work. It is a whole load of fun to make, so I hope you are enjoying. Have a fantastic day. Don't forget to drop a like down below. Send me any comments, anything you want, and I will try and respond as much as I can. But have a fantastic day, Commanders. Stay safe, and I will see you on the next one.